Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on part 8 of Breath of Fire 2. So we have just encountered the shaman, Sanamo, and her granny blew up her house and obtained the first dragon transformation, the puppies. You have, the whelp, rather. Flame whelp, frost whelp, and electric whelp. Fire, ice, and lightning, respectively. They deal a maximum of 256 damage. Based on the amount of AP Ryu has remaining when he casts them. The more AP he has, the more damage it deals. But it's a really screwy calculation, because basically it is the square of the percentage range. So if Ryu is missing even 1 AP, the amount of the drop off in damage is significant, let's put it that way. Well, here, we'll do a demonstration. Alright, so let's go ahead and full AP. Now, the whelps only, target one enemy at a time. So, here you can see an example. Dealt max damage because he was at max HP. Now, can't actually. So now let's go ahead and use a Wisdom Seed on Ryu to recover 20 AP. Remember, he has 21 total AP. It also docked him 20 health because of the whole, Wisdom Seed suck. Now, with 1 AP missing, don't max damage anyway. Okay. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's supposed to deal significantly less. Something tells me that gunheads are weak to fire or something out. Either way. They should have dealt something like around 200 damage or so. A pretty significant drop-off. So, let's go. Oh, and we are bad at rolling. It is not a Super Nintendo controller. I cannot be precise with movements on it. The disadvantages of a floating D-pad. So let's run back to Captain so we can hire a carpenter. Now, in case you're wondering, it is actually possible to roll all the way from the mountains to the crossover point for Windia. It's just really hard and requires some very fast rolling, which my controller unfortunately does not register the presses, or will not register the presses fast enough to actually allow me to maneuver that tightly. And anyway, Rand needs the experience. Yay! Ran learned something new. What did you learn? Oh. You learned an attack spell. we go. And now we're back to camp. Quick nap at the inn. Okay, so there are 3 different carpenters you can hire in Captain. You have to choose one of the 3. And the carpenter you hire will upgrade the town based on the type of housing that the carpenter builds. You have Carpenter A, who builds the normal style houses, Carpenter B, who builds the wooden tree houses, and then Carpenter C, who builds the Arabian-style houses. Depending on which carpenter you choose, you get special, or the carpenter sets up shop in town and lets you do certain things. Honestly, there's almost no reason ever to not choose Carpenter A because he's always available regardless of how many villagers you save, and he is hands down the best choice if you want to break the game because he opens up a kitchen that lets you cook items to get basically infinite stat upgrades, infinite money, and infinite healing items. For significantly less the cost of what it would be to buy those things normally would you be able to. Carpenter B, who is only available if you rescue all the villagers, opens up a little Othello-style game, which uses certain items you obtain called tolens to get equipment. The equipment you can get from him is kind of high end, but you need at least 2 tolens to get even a single piece of equipment. There's only 12 in the game, you only need 8 to get them all, and all the stuff that you get is outclassed by endgame equipment. Carpenter C is completely useless. All he does is he opens a cafe where you can see stats of how you've done. And that's it. So we're going to Carpenter A. Build me a house. Alright, and he moves to the ruins to build the house. And now that he has gone to build the house, the boat's back. And now we need to go to Fort Nagger after the bat-winged thief. Let's continue on our journey towards the plot. This is finally where the game starts to pick up a bit. By the way, despite the creepy music, there are no enemies in the Sharon Woods. No, there's something far, far worse. Yes, a French frog. A giant French frog. So we need him in order to proceed with the plot, but first we need to go and uncurse him by talking to the witch in her tower. The enemies here, fortunately, give pretty decent experience. So it's definitely worth spending some time leveling up. Now, since I got all my characters up to level 14, well, with the exception of Rand, before or over the course of the weekend, I don't really have to do a whole lot of grinding. I probably want to get Rand another level or two, just so that way he doesn't get completely wrecked. But I'm not going to be spending too much time doing that. Because stuff like that might happen. And this little area right here, basically, it's a free inn. Take advantage of it. Because right now it is the only inn in the area. Good, Ren should be leveling up in a fight or two, and same with Sten. Alright, so let's go ahead to the Witch's Tower, which, as he said, is to the west of the forest. What he didn't tell you is that you had to go around the lake and up the mountain to actually get to it. Over you. Poison. I do not have. I do not have a way of clearing the curse, unfortunately. Alright, so here is the Witch's Tower. So, in order to proceed, you step on the tile. Every time you step on the tile, you have to get into a fight. Now, this can kind of be a good place to gain some experience and levels, because it's basically forced encounters. Oh, hey, stand and learn a new spell. I mean, as long as your HP holds out. Alright, so Ran doesn't work. Let's try Stand. Nope. Yes, in case you haven't figured it out yet, she's 1 for you. And she gets pissy if you put anybody else in front. This is a forced grinding segment. You are required to fight these several battles in order to appease the witch. Yep. All you really need to do is just keep your health up and you'll be fine. The enemies here are pretty basic. Let's go ahead and heal. Oh, now we're trapped. Oh, well. Alright, so much for that guy. Welcome to the Witch's Tower. The goal is to get to the top and confront the witch. There is lots of treasure along the way, and more enemies like what we saw in the opening fights. Like I said, this area is pretty basic stuff. You really don't need to spend... You don't need to spend reused dragon transformations. You don't need to spend a lot of effort. There is a boss, or there's one boss, and that is the witch at the top of the tower. So you basically just want to save your stuff for that fight. Otherwise, pretty much just keep your health up. I don't think there is a healing spring in the tower. However, there is an exit. Similar to how Spire was in Breath of Fire 1, around 2/3 to 3/4 of the way up the tower, there will be a hole in the wall that you can use to jump out of the tower, in case you need to leave for some reason. Oh look, it's another statue. What do you have to say for yourself? Nothing important. As expected. The tower is not very difficult to navigate, as you can imagine. About the hardest part is what's coming up. Okay, so here we have 5 platforms. If you number them from left to right, 1 to 5, platforms 1 and 5 are where we need to go. 2 and 3 and 4 take you to that big treasure room you saw. 2 and 3 are a one-way trip, so we want to take number 4. Now, this is where Nina comes into play. So we want Nina in the front of the party. It's finally time for her to start being useful. Well, that's kind of fun. I'm tired of taking multiple rounds to kill these guys. There we go. And Ran even leveled up. Now the reason why we want Nina in front of the party is because of her little field ability, which is you don't fall into pit traps. Now there is one area in the game where that ability does not work, but that's not going to be for quite a while. Alright, now that we're all healed up and we've looted the treasure room, let's go ahead back down. So let's go ahead and take lift number 5, which I believe is the one that we need to go in order to get through the dungeon. And if it doesn't get us through, it's going to at least take us to some treasure. And that's really all you can ask of a dungeon dead end. I don't feel like fighting. No. Yeah, she's a shaman just like Sanamo is. We'll have to come back to her in a little bit. Alright, so we actually needed lift 1. Really? Fine. Trying to conserve health and AP, but apparently the game doesn't want to cooperate with that. And Brand is out of magic. I still have healing items. I actually have a large number of healing items because I spent some time hunting with Cat during the off time over the weekend. So we have plenty of roasts, which are basically full heals. Really? Oh, come on. Yeah, when a character falls, the enemy has a chance. Whenever an enemy does an attack, they have a chance of picking one of your 4 characters. When a character dies, all of that character's chances immediately go to the person in the final position. So in this case, Nina. So the way it works is it's like a slightly over 50% chance of the person in the first position, about a 25% chance for the second position, a little under 25 for the third position, and then about a 10% chance for the rear position. Now, if Ryu falls, who was in position 1, anytime the game decides, oh hey, we're going to attack Ryu, it now realizes, oh wait, Ryu's dead, so let's just whack Nina instead. Yeah. Alright, the reason why I am exiting this room is because this switch puzzle here has a very specific path you want to go through on it in order to be able to get all the treasures. Alright, I'm getting kind of annoyed with the enemy rates. There we go. Right, this one. This one? No. This one. Nope. Alright. Really? There is actually a specific order to the gates to drop, to have them all drop and none of them raised. I don't remember the order. Apparently the smoke bomb really is not working all that well. Really? There we go. And now we need to spend time healing. Yay! Some of those roasts I've got. Actually, picked up some new equipment, might as well put it on. Alright, we're almost out of this godforsaken tower. And by almost, I mean not at all. Damn, hoping I can get through there fast enough to get back on the lift. Alright, we are at the top of the tower, so let's go ahead and heal up. Because, as always, there is going to be a boss fight. Yes, as in Nymphomaniac. Yeah, she's got some problems. Alright, so Nympho is actually depressingly easy. She does not have a lot of health. Basically, just blast her with your most powerful attacks and she'll go down pretty quick. But you do have to watch out for her putting her entire team. Actually, you know what? Let's start waking people up. And that did not work at all. Not at all. Try this again. Unfortunately, magic does not wake up asleep characters. But she's down, so we don't care. You kind of caught a glimpse of it during the time as Nympho confronted us, but now that she is defeated, all of her spell is undone, all of the stone characters are returned to normal. Unfortunately, the enemies are still in the dungeon. Really? Okay. Alright, whatever. Whatever, game. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and make use of that new spell we got. Alright, well that was fun. And there was our shortcut out of the tower, which I actually did not want to take. Fortunately... No, wrong way. We need to go get that shaman who is trapped in the tower, so... Which means we have to go all the way back to the 5 lifts and take the rightmost one to get to the left side of the tower. Fortunately, we're almost there. Unfortunately, we keep getting random encounters because this place has ridiculously high encounter rate. Well, I guess I have to. I guess I actually have to fight him now, since Green counterattacked me and killed them both. Sure, let's give Nina boosted magic damage. Alright. You'd be surprised. Okay, now that we have obtained the Shaman, we have absolutely no reason to be here anymore, but we can't escape because exit doesn't work. Damn it, Nina. That's okay, once we get back to the lift room, we have a shortcut out. If we can actually, get back to the lift room. Seriously? Alright, whatever. Alright, all we have to do is... Without Nina in the lead, we go ahead and drop down. And we drop down again. And look, we're back at the entrance. Yay, let's get out of here and never come here again. So now we need to go back to Tapeta in the lake. Before we do that, we are going to go take advantage of that free inn right by the dock. to camp and recover all of our health. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. When I come back in a few minutes, we will go and rescue Tapeta. So, see you guys in a little bit.